Good morning. Successful stealth in the park. Let's see. It rained a couple of hours last night, but there's a break in the weather right now, so that's good. But there's supposed to be a storm coming here in a little bit, so I think what I'm going to do is top up on water and everything else I need, head back up to where the Michino Eki was at, and there's a little covering there, so I think I'm going to have my breakfast in there, wait to see what the weather does over the next hour. And it looked like just one little cell is forming that's heading this way, so if it rains for maybe 20 minutes and then passes, that'll be good, and then we'll move on and start our day. So that's the current plan. Well, I've decided to just start heading out. I had my breakfast at the Michino Eki awning, and there was another guy who looked like he was bike packing who was asleep under there. So that's neat when I run into someone like that. They're kind of few and far between, but I have seen some guys on bikes that look like they're bike packing across country or doing something similar to what I'm doing. But anyway, I've decided to just hit the road. It looked like the weather forecast isn't sure exactly when the next rainstorm's supposed to hit, but there's definitely one on the way. But I don't want to sit around for like 2 hours and then nothing happens. I'll get rained on eventually, so I figure I might as well just head on out. Making our way out of the town of Mori. Shortly here, we'll be right on the coast. Dangerous coastal road, I'm sure, all day. And it's so loud when the trucks go by. It's already heavy traffic. I don't think there's really any, maybe very small towns and villages. A couple scatterings of houses here and there. Our first stop in for the day is going to be as a convenience store in about 17 kilometers. Otherwise, there's pretty much nothing. Coming up on a tunnel. I don't think there's supposed to be too many on this road. Hopefully this is the only one. Looks awfully narrow, too. There's the water. This is Uchiura Bay. It's a huge, like, inland bay area. I hate hopping between one side of the road, whichever side has a wider shoulder. Now there's a super narrow bridge with no shoulder and as much heavy truck traffic as there is. This stuff is stupidly dangerous. The big storm cell that was approaching has broken up and dissipated. So now we're just starting to get light sprinkles of rain for a bit. Glad I didn't wait at the Michino Eki now. Still lightly drizzling, and we've had a sidewalk for the last couple of kilometers, so that's nice. Well, this is nice. Happened to cross this covered bus stop, so it is definitely time for a sit-down break. Get out of the rain for a little bit. Rain hasn't been bad, still lightly sprinkling. Traffic's been heavy, and there's been a sidewalk for the last couple of kilometers still, so it's overall not too bad. I think we're doing fine on time. We got a little old school Japanese style inn ryokan booked for tonight, so we can't get there too early, but at least we'll be covered and we can get a shower for tonight, so that'd be nice. And I'll be back on the road here after a little sit down. The rain has stopped, back on the road. I think we still got about 6.5 kilometers till we hit the convenience store. It'll be our first stop. And looks like 22 to Yakumo. That's where we're going to be ending the day. More dangerous narrow bits. A very rare moment of calm quiet on this road. Still super heavy traffic. There's a little parking lot pull off here so I can take a minute to take in the view. About 2 more kilometers or so till our stop in at the convenience store. Coming into town, Otoshibe. This is where, I think it's a 7-Eleven convenience store, a little bit further up. There we are. Back on the road. I'm noticing this another covered bus stop. I like these things. It's about the only place to take a sit-down break. But I think I'm feeling good. I've been seeing these about every 2 kilometers or so. So I think I'm gonna push on, maybe stop at the next bus stop I see. Nice view looking back towards the town of Otoshibe. Here's the next bus stop, and of course there's no shelter, it's just a little pull-off. Guess we'll keep going. Oh, finally made it to the next bus stop. Luckily there is a shelter here. The last kilometer to get here was horrifically dangerous. It's no shoulders, 1 inch from every car going past. Way too much traffic. I'm gonna sit here for a bit, have some food, and just relax. I think I'm ahead of schedule, time and distance-wise, to get to where I'm staying for tonight. Well, I've had a break for an hour or so. I guess I'm ready to go again. Starting out with the sidewalk is nice. Aiming for another covered bus stop in about 4 kilometers will be the next break. Cicadas sure are loud. I might be leaving the country before the harvest, but the rice is getting there, slowly. There's the next bus stop, rest break. Those 4 kilometers went quick. Nice we had the sidewalk the whole way. These are definitely nice for a little sit-down break. Back on the road. Looks like next stop's gonna be a bathroom break. There's a park about 4 kilometers up, and I think we'll stop into there for a little bit, and then after that I think it's only another 4 kilometers or less and finish up the day. Nice little roadside shrine. I just saw another bike packer go past. I think that makes 4 just today. I wonder if biking around Hokkaido is more popular, or just that this is the only north-south road, so everybody's going to be going up this one. Whereas when I was in Honshu, there was like multiple options if you were going north or south, different roads to take and stuff. But that's kind of cool, seeing more people traveling around. I'm passing by the Yamakoshi train station. It's just a little thing, and there's a sign that says there's a toilet. So I think I'm just going to stop here for a minute. I don't need to go up all the way to the park for anything other than a toilet, so I think this will be just fine. Okay, back on the road. From here it's only about 5 kilometers or so, I think, to the little inn I'm staying at for tonight. And it's only a little after 1 o'clock, so I gotta kill a little bit of time. I'll probably stop into another bus stop shelter if I see one coming up in a little bit. The weather's clearing a little bit. I don't think it's supposed to rain anymore for the rest of the day, but it'll still stay cloudy. You can see some of the distant mountains. I think we still got about 2 days of hugging around the bay here, working our way over that way, and then we'll cut in through the mountains to Sapporo. Since the rain should be done, I gotta take this moment to attempt to dry some stuff out while I got this little side pull-off. We made it to the little town of Yakumo. The ryokan we're staying at is just maybe 2 more kilometers up. We are almost there. These clouds are looking ugly. I should be indoors in about 5 more minutes though. Almost to the hotel. Okay, we're all settled in, good to go. I think this place is called the Rion Futami, I think. Something like that. Nice, quaint little place. Oh, I'm tired. What a day. 30-something kilometers. Got rained on half the day. Half the day was no sidewalk, just really, really dangerous traffic. And then luckily it wasn't like that the whole day at least. We had a sidewalk at least for half the day, it seemed like. But I went ahead and stopped in at a 7-Eleven on the way, so I've got all my dinner supplies. I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat some of that. I'm gonna get cleaned up and start taking care as usual. I think that's it for today. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the morning. Good morning. I've had a nice little stay. I'm finishing packing up, finishing my breakfast. It's almost 7 o'clock, so it's about time to hit the road. Today's gonna be another 32-ish kilometer day up to another town where we got another place booked for the night. I'm glad I was not outside last night. It was raining super hard. Shortly after I got into this place, got all cleaned up, the rainstorm just hit and it just dumped. Clouds were just continuously building off the hills behind the town here, and it was just continuous for hours and hours and hours. Lightning strikes and everything. It got real bad. Like none of that was in the forecast. But anyway, weather should be okay now. It's not supposed to rain today. It's supposed to just be cloudy. We'll see how it goes. On our way. Right up here around the corner from the place we stayed is a Lawson. I'm gonna load up here with any food supplies I need through the day, because I don't think there's any convenience store stops until we get all the way up to whatever town it is we're staying at for tonight. So a long stretch with no other supplies along the way. Okay, we're all set. Making our way out of Yakumo. Nice quiet morning. Like I was saying back in the room, this place got hit hard with storms yesterday. Just barely missed it as soon as I got under cover in the room. There's bad, heavy rain, lightning. I think it was the worst weather of the whole trip so far. At least 4 hours of bad weather. And then it trickled down to a light rainy drizzle after that for the rest of the night. Coming up on Route 5, gonna take a left to Oshamanbe. That is the town that we're staying at for tonight. But right away, we're back to dangerous narrow roads. There's enough of a shoulder, it doesn't feel so bad. There's definitely more traffic going north than there is coming south, which is nice too. The weather just north of here is looking worse and worse. Looks like it's time for a little sit-down bus stop break. Good time to double check what the weather's doing too. There's definitely a bad storm blowing by. I'm hearing some thunder rumbling. I was hanging out in that little sheltered bus stop for at least half hour, 45 minutes I think. Keeping an eye on the storm drifting by. It's definitely a little bit north of here and dumping tons of rain in, what's the name of the town I'm aiming for? It begins with an O. Oshamanbe, something like that. That's definitely getting hit really bad right now. But I don't want to wait for, I could be in the bus stop for 3 hours and I'm going to still be on the edge of this storm, so only getting light sprinkles of rain right now. I think I'll be okay. Slowly making my way north towards it as it's blowing off to the east. I don't think we'll get terrible weather out of this. I think we'll be fine with the weather avoidance. I can already see the clearer skies behind the storm. It should be blowing past safely enough. Looks like a construction zone coming up with single lane traffic. This is always fun to maneuver through. Well, that worked out fine. I had an escort through the construction area. We're still avoiding the worst of the weather. It's not really sprinkling on us right now or anything. This is the little coastal town of Kuroiwa. And I've seen a couple of more bike packers today. Definitely a popular, maybe it's the time of season or the specific route. A lot of people just bike Hokkaido, or if they're going all the way down south, I don't know. In general, I'm feeling safer about walking the roads today, just because the shoulder seems a little bit wider.
The entire route today is almost completely straight. It just has a very slight curve to the right as it follows the coast on up. I can still hear a bunch of thunder from the big storm that passed us earlier. It's way off across the bay that way right now. This is the most desolate stretch of the day. I am hungry, it's past lunchtime. There's no bus stops, nowhere to sit down. Just can only keep going. This little village is Kunnui. I don't care where, but I'm finding somewheres to stop and have a sit down for lunch. I think this will be perfect for lunch. If I can get the door open. Okay, just getting back on the road, and this little rain cloud right here is throwing lightning strikes at me, so I need to keep an eye on this. I think it may swing just behind me. This just kind of came out of nowhere. Oh, there's another one. But I'm gonna be moving. This construction project looks suspicious. This could be the bullet train track between Hakodate and Sapporo. They already have the expressway built through here. It's on the other side of that hill. I'm not sure what else it could be. Bullet train track would be my guess. The shoulder's completely gone, and the sign up ahead says road narrows. How much narrower can you get? I believe these are all massive piles of scallop shells is what they look like to me. They harvest them, they shuck them, and they dump them here. Yeah, that's exactly what those piles are. Just piles and piles of scallop shells. I wonder if they do anything with them. They crush them up and recycle them somewhere, somehow. I've seen about 8 more bike packers again today. Some going north, some going south. One was a group of 5 altogether going north. Entering the outskirts of Oshamanbe. There is a lot of old, disused restaurants, and they seem to all be advertising for crabs. So this must have been a huge crabbing town back in the heyday, and now it's all kind of abandoned. I wonder what happened. Maybe the crabbing industry dried up. I'm gonna drop into the 7-Eleven for our dinner supplies. Okay, I'm all loaded up. Passing by that new construction as it goes through the town. That's gotta be the bullet train track. It can't be anything else. We're gonna have to build a whole new station in the whole 9 yards here. I'm sure this will be a stopover point. I think we got about 2 kilometers maybe up to the place we're staying. It's like it's a guest house. It's like an Airbnb style kind of place. Here we are. Guest house Kai Kazari. Well, this place is nice. There's a little communal room. Twin room here. This is what I secured. Dormitory. Looks like there's a couple of other people that had booked for tonight. I may be just the first person to show up. Oh, this ain't bad. Well, I think that's gonna do it for today. It feels like it's been a long day. A little over 30 kilometers. I feel like anything over 30 just starts to turn into work at that point. Trying to avoid those kind of distances, but it's all based on where I can find places to stay. Well, this is nice. This will work out good. I'm gonna get cleaned up and take care of the usual, and I think we'll call it a day. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the morning.